Hey explorers, it's Christmas time at Tokyo DisneySea, and today I'm trying every holiday food item and ranking them all, from special desserts and themed meals to seasonal drinks. I'll show you which ones are actually worth the price and which ones to skip. So let's get eating. The first meal of the day is always at the New York Deli, and they have a new sandwich this year, which smells really nice. So this is the roast beef and truffle scented and cheese sandwich. And I do like the packaging on here. I think it is adorable. They always make really adorable packaging. Now you can get this as a set that comes with a drink and fries, but I just opted for the sandwich today because we're having a lot of food. We already have some other stuff lined up for today, so I don't want to overdo it. This looks quite lovely, and the sandwiches here are typically pretty good. Sometimes they're a miss, but most of the time they're pretty good. So if you look inside there, you can see the roast beef and the mashed potatoes. And there's also some carrots on there as well. Oops. Somehow you ended up using two forks. One was for the cameraman. Sorry, cameraman. I like eating this with a fork first, just to get those flavors. Because you know, the first bite of a sandwich is always mostly just bread. This is delicious. I wish there was more mashed potatoes though. It is very potent. You can really smell the truffle and the roast beef on here. The carrots have a little bit of vinegar on it, so it's a little bit of a vinaigrette. The flavors work really nicely. I just wish there was more cheese, and there's a lot of lettuce. Almost too much lettuce for this sandwich. This is gonna get a 4 for me. There is a lot of bread and a lot of lettuce. I wish there was maybe a little bit more roast beef, a little bit more mashed potatoes, and I think that would have probably brought it up to a 5. The portion size is a little too small. Either way, the flavor is delicious. There's also an optional lunch case that you can get. It's an extra 1,500 yen if you get the set meal. I didn't get it this time because I have so many. And they also have desserts, which we are going to be trying later, that come with the little cups and everything, the souvenir plates and cups, which are super cute. They have these at a variety of restaurants. And also, they brought the little ringlings back. Little gummy cases. Again, these are at a variety of restaurants throughout the park. We're going to be trying these soon. And I have mine from a few years ago. Oh no, he has a little scratch. Oh, that'll buff out. Yeah, that'll come out. I mean, mine's red. Those ones are blue, a light blue and a gray. Cute. All right, time for more food. The Casbah food court here in the Arabian Coast is getting into the Christmas spirit with this special Lassi. And this is a strawberry and white chocolate Lassi. And it is quite potent. You can smell the white chocolate and the strawberry. This will pair well with any of the curries because the curries here are actually pretty decent. I do like the chicken, the butter chicken one. Giving it a good mix. Oh, this is good. I like the strawberry sauce at the bottom, but then there's also strawberries floating on the top. The white chocolate makes it nice and creamy, or even more creamier because it's Lassi. Lassi's creamy. This is a 5. This is absolutely delightful. Get it. See, they also have the souvenir cups and plates here as well. They're everywhere. We're here at the Horizon Bay restaurant where we got this special set that comes with the grilled beef steak with gravy and béarnaise sauce. We also have a strawberry cake, and you get a choice of bread or rice. So I ended up getting the bread with the Mickey on it. How cute is that? This bread is also very good. And it also comes with a shrimp soup as well. And you get your choice of a drink. I got my beloved apple tea soda. Apple tea soda, it's a 10 out of 5. Brilliant, fantastic, love it. Let's dip into this steak, shall we? I had to actually look up what béarnaise sauce was. It's like the child of hollandaise sauce is the best way to describe it. You can just Google it. I'm also happy that the camera's nice and clean now after our little fiasco. It just tastes like hollandaise sauce to me, which is not a bad thing. The term gravy is very loose in this case. This is very much, it tastes like a sweet demi-glaze almost. Not entirely. Like it's kind of leaning towards gravy, but not quite. It's not gravy what I would think of or what we would think of back home in Canada. It's also very runny. I would want gravy to be nice and thick, which this is not. The steak is good. It's nothing to write home about. It's a flank steak. It's not the most highest quality cut, but for the price, makes sense. Now we have this little tart with some veggies. Ooh, no idea what's in this. So the tart was a savory tart. There was potatoes in there and a little bit of meat sauce. It was fine. Continuing on, we now have this shrimp soup. It looks like tomato soup, to be quite honest. It's very thick. So it's like a shrimp tomato soup is what it is. Okay, this is not bad either. Croutons are nice. The shrimp isn't very overpowering. It's like a hint of shrimp, which I'm not mad at. This is really good. Now for the delicious bread. Yum. Oh. They've had this bread for years, and I just think it's divine. Get some of that delicious butter. It's so nice and fluffy. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Dipped it into the sauce. Listen, my camera isn't the only thing that needs to be dipped in the sauce. You've got to dip the bread too. Now for dessert, we are trying the strawberry cake, and I like the little ringling on the top there, little white chocolate. I do like me a strawberry shortcake. The pistachio sauce is nice. Gives it another layer of flavor instead of just strawberry, because strawberry shortcake is quite, I don't want to say plain, but it's kind of a one-note thing, strawberry and a little fluffy cake. The pistachio is nice and gives it a nice nutty flavor. I do like the strawberry jelly on the top too. Overall, this whole meal, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I really like the soup and the dessert. I also like the bread. As for the steak, other than the steak trying to eat my camera twice, the gravy is kind of where I have the issue with. To me, it's not gravy, it's more of a demi-glaze. And for a flank steak, it's fine. A flank steak, you're not getting the best quality steak. I think, 3.5. Here we got the 2 desserts. So these desserts are actually at both Disneyland and DisneySea that come with the little souvenir plates that I showed you over at the New York Deli earlier. And you can get them without if you want. I decided to get them without because I have way too many of these souvenir cups. They are cute and they are ceramic, and they will give you wrapping paper wrapping paper to wrap them up so you don't break them. I'm always worried about breaking them. So first we're gonna try the chocolate cake. And I like that there's some sprinkled gold on there. I don't know how this is gonna taste because this is the same as last year. And I don't remember if I liked it or not. I eat so much food, I never remember half the time. Did I like this? Unless it's a churro. I always remember the churros. Don't worry, we're gonna be trying a churro later. All right, ooh, it's very chocolatey. Oh, there's a lot of chocolate going on with this. There's also nuts in it. It's nice and light. The cake is light. The chocolate is almost a dark chocolate, but it's more milk chocolate, which is an interesting way to describe it. It's not bitter. It's nice and milky. I like it. I do like it. The chocolate is quite rich. It's almost like you're eating a hot chocolate. That's kind of what it tastes like. That's a good way to describe it. It kind of tastes like a hot chocolate in cake form. I'm gonna give this one a 4. Surprisingly. I kind of thought I wasn't gonna like it because you know how I feel about things that are just chocolate. This has a nice balance to it. I just wish there was more. It's a little small. Gotta hydrate with my apple tea soda. By the way, I love it when everyone tags me on Instagram when you have apple tea soda. Please keep doing it. I try to repost all of them. So if you ever have apple tea soda here at DisneySea or Disneyland, take me on Instagram at TD Explorer, okay? Next up, we have this strawberry dessert. And right off the bat, I have to be honest, it's mostly cake. And I can see just a little bit of cream on the bottom. There's less in this than there used to be in the past. And I do not like that. I don't like that at all. especially for the price you're paying for this. This was 500 yen, 550 yen. Cameraman was correcting me. 550 yen for this. And I did notice over the years, they did add this little curve into the glasses because they used to be straight. So there's less in here. Now I know Tokyo Disney is not the only place that has done this. Like places around the world have been doing this. It's just unfortunate. All right, well, let's see how this dessert is. Got some strawberries and we got some sponge cake. See, the cream is nice. And I think the top is probably pistachio. The sponge cake is not it. For 550, there should be more of this. And more, if there was more of the cream and more of the pistachio, I think it would have been balanced better. But this is not it. I'm gonna have to give this, I would give it a 3, but I'm gonna bump it down to a 2 just because this portion size is a joke. It really is. Okay, no, pass. Time for more food? Time for more food. I'm here at the Arendelle Royal Banquet Hall, and they have this new hot chocolate that has little marshmallows in it, that has snowgies. Look at the little snowgies. Look how cute they are. Look at them. They're so cute. Cute little snowgies. I love it. And there's also lingonberry in here. And there's a little stick. Maybe it's cinnamon? Not sure. But she said to give it a good stir, so that's what we're gonna do. Now this is not tied to Christmas. It just started during the Christmas period. And this is actually available until the end of March. So it's gonna go on for a little bit longer than Christmas because all the other food that I'm showing you ends December 25th. It's all gone after that. This, no, it's sticking around. Ooh. Ah, it's a little chocolate stick. There's chocolate inside of it. Okay. I thought it was cinnamon, but I thought that'd be kind of weird to have a cinnamon stick. Also probably expensive. It is quite sweet and quite chocolatey. The lingonberry is getting kind of overpowered by the chocolate. The marshmallow got some of the lingonberry, which is nice. It's a nice berry. I like going to IKEA to get some of that. That's IKEA, right? I think. There's IKEAs in Japan, so I go to IKEA all the time because I buy some of my furniture from there. And I always have to get something to eat there. I know that's how they draw you in at IKEA. I do recommend going to IKEA in Japan when you're here. Don't go to any of the ones that are in like Shibuya and stuff because they're smaller. If you want the bigger ones, you got to go out. Like there's one actually out past Disney here in Tokyo Bay, if you're going out that way. Or there's one like way out in Tachikawa, which is like West Tokyo. Those are like the traditional quote unquote IKEA stores. Look at this. I don't just know about theme parks. I know about other stuff in Japan too. Anyway, I wish there was more lingonberry in this. I think they're too conservative with it. I think they need to put more in it because it gets overpowered by the chocolate. The hot chocolate is nice. I wish the cup was themed. Like it maybe, have like maybe a bunch of snowgies on it or something like that, or designs of the gestures broadly to everything in this area. I'm gonna give this a 3. Wish there was more design, wish there was more lingonberry, just to help balance out the sweetness and the richness of the hot chocolate. So you can get these churros at any park between Disneyland and DisneySea, so it doesn't matter which one. You know how I feel about churros. Not a big fan of them, but decided to get it anyway. We did a mobile order with Lookout Cookout and got it there, so we just walked in, grabbed it, and left. Pretty easy. This one's chocolate. It's cold. Why is it cold? When I picked it up, it was just sitting in a little container on the counter that wasn't under a lamp or anything, so I think that's why it's cold. It'd be better if this was warm. The chocolate's there, crunchy on the outside, copious amount of sugar on the outside as well. The inside's a little soft, but the chocolate of it all is kind of whatever. No, this is a 1. This is not good. No, thank you. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Most of the meals that we had today and snacks, we did through mobile order. It just makes things so much easier. We just mobile order, then we come in, we pick it up, and we're good to go. So we're kind of flying through all this food, which I'm happy with. My stomach, not so much. I'll probably be taking a Tums later, but that's just what happens. Anyway, we are here at the Yucatan Base Camp Grill, and they have this hot ginger drink. Now, this drink is at both Disneyland and DisneySea, and at a variety of locations. So it's not just here. We just happen to get it here because of the mobile order. Just a lot easier, a lot quicker. And look at the packaging here. Very cute. Now this is the design I was talking about. I wish they had something like this for the hot chocolate that we had in Arendelle. Well, maybe not this one exactly, of course, something frozen themed. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this hot ginger apple drink. And inside, we have 2 little apples that are cut out to look like Mickeys. And then there's just a hunk of apple in there. I'm not mad at it. And you can smell some cinnamon, and the ginger is in there, definitely. And you can smell apple. It's nice and warm. They do give you a sleeve to use, but I am burning my hands for you so you can see how nice the packaging is. So the things I do for you at home, on your couch, comfort of your couch. That feels nice. The apple is actually quite prominent, more than the ginger. Just based off the smell alone, I thought the ginger was gonna be more prominent. It's sweet. The ginger is subtle. The apple is very overpowering. And I'm not mad at that because you know how much I love my apple tea soda. This apple's gonna be warm. This drink is perfect. This is a perfect drink. Oh, there's the ginger. There it is. Oh, you know that, it's not a burning sensation, but you know that feeling in your throat when you have a lot of ginger from a drink? I'm getting that right now, and it's a nice feeling. This is a 5. This drink is a 5. Yeah. Oh, Cafe Portifino. They have other souvenir items right here. Ah, they're different than the other ones. I'm sure this is at Disneyland too. They look like they share. They would share because it says Tokyo Disney Resort on it, not DisneySea. But they have the little ring-lings, ring. Can never remember his name. We are here at Cafe Portifino where, once again, they have a roast beef dinner. And I'm not complaining because the roast beef is usually pretty good. So here we have the roast beef with a truffle demi-glaze sauce, which is usually what they have. And then there is this mushroom sauce as well. It smells quite good. And then we have this little meatball plate, or bowl I should say. There's 2 meatballs in here. And there's also a puff pastry of Mickey. It smells very hearty. And then we have a seafood soup. You can definitely smell the seafood in that one. And then we have a chocolate panna cotta with mixed berries. So this is a very hefty meal. How does that taste? Let's find out. Roast beef. I do love roast beef. That demi-glaze sauce on there first. The demi-glaze is nice and sweet, but also there's the truffle in there. Very lovely. Now we're gonna try it with the mushroom sauce. And the roast beef is nice. The roast beef is always good here. The mushroom sauce is quite thick. It's almost like a mashed potato consistency, which is kind of funny. Don't really want to eat mashed mushrooms. I think I prefer the demi-glaze sauce over the mushroom. Now for the what is this? Seafood soup. It looks like there is some vegetables in here. I see some carrots going on in there. Yum. It's a clam chowder. It tastes like a clam chowder. There's definitely octopus in there. I quite like it. The seasoning that they put on top gives it a nice seasoned kick. The seasoning is seasoning, guys. We're doing this for 10 years and that's the best I could come up with. The clam chowder is good, okay? Next, we have some meatballs and a puff pastry with Mickey in there. Look how cute the Mickey is. Very adorable. Ooh. Ooh. The tomato sauce. The tomato sauce is tomato saucer. So these are stewed meatballs, and there's also some potatoes in there, and we also got a little bit of broccoli for your veggies. You know, we got to get your veggies in, especially with something this hearty. I'm gonna dip it in the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce has a nice Like there's herbs in it, so it's giving a nice herby flavor. And definitely salt and pepper. This is quite flavorful. The meatballs are a little bland though. Oh. They should have put something in it, like maybe some cheese or something, or put more seasoning in the, like when they made the meatballs. There's seasoning on everything else. Why isn't the seasoning inside the meatballs? The meatballs are meatballing, but they're not seasoning at all. Just dip it in the copious amount of sauce. With that said, the meatballs are actually quite juicy, so that's a plus. If they were dry, then these would have been terrible. But no, nice and juicy. I just wish there was more seasoning on them. So you're just gonna have to drown it in sauce. The potatoes are cubed. They're cubed potatoes. For dessert, we have the chocolate panna cotta with mixed berry sauce. And we have the little ringling guy on the top. Very cute. So let's try this out. Ooh, raspberries. Yum. The chocolate is quite powerful, almost too much for me. The panna cotta is nice and velvety smooth, and the sweetness and the tartness from the berry compote cuts into the richness of the chocolate. So having them together is quite lovely. If you just had the panna cotta by itself, it's too much. This is a 4. I think what would have made it a 5, if it was something else with the roast beef instead of the mushroom, or maybe if the mushroom sauce was maybe more seasoned. There's a lot, it seems to be a trend. Not enough seasoning in some of this stuff. Because there's also the truffle, which is also a type of mushroom as well. So there's like just a lot of mushroom stuff going on. The seasoning in the clam chowder was good. That was perfect. The meatballs, I just wish they had more seasoning, but overall it was really good. And the panna cotta, perfect. Yeah, 4. If you enjoy my content, make sure you're subscribed and like the video. I mean, you should be doing that anyway, every single video, right? But if you want to support the channel further, we actually do have a Patreon over at patreon.com/TDRExplorer. I'll put a link in the description for you. Over there we have exclusive content, so I've done exclusive vlogs. We also have a monthly Q&A where I take questions from those explorers over on Patreon and I answer them. I sit down in a video and I go through them in detail, because some of the questions are quite detailed and stuff that I may not have thought of, or we don't cover in our videos typically. So if you have a very specific question, that's a really good place to go and do that. And it also helps support the channel as well, because I want to keep doing this for you guys. I want to keep making this content, and that's just a great way to show your support, if you're able to, of course. So again, the link is in the description, or you can just scan the QR code up on the screen. It'll be up there for you. And don't you worry, we have more Christmas videos coming, so keep an eye out. We're gonna be pumping them out like crazy, okay? I'll have another video up here for you, explorers, so you can continue your flying to Tokyo Disney Resort. Bye.